Hi, welcome. On this video, we're going to be showing the basic scripting so that you can start to walk the dogs as followers out onto the street. Now here's this little exercise. I'm actually working with 3 dogs, both Suna, Bear, and Sugar, and Anthony's going to come in here in a second, and I'm going to show you how the script works. But basically, here I am with Suna, and what I have here is I have the leash. I keep the leash very short, and I have using the pressure collar. But it's about scripting. So here, as the dogs get closer to each other, it's making sure that you're the pivot point. I'm establishing the pivot point. So for Suna and me right now, I'm becoming the pivot point to Suna, and Anthony, he's going to walk in here, and as he walks in, he's going to be the pivot point to the 2 other dogs. So Anthony can come start walking them in here. So you see Anthony entering the frame. Now, as Anthony's walking in, you see what I'm doing here is I'm starting to work Suna into the basic script. Suna wants to go over, that both other dogs interact, but I'm not allowing it because it has to happen through me as a follower. So even here, what I'm assessing is Suna's state of mind. See how he's trying to turn his head and basically trying to fade me out. His mind's trying to jump over to the other dogs, but I'm not allowing it. I'm interrupting those states. Okay, I'm working on my basic script as Anthony at the same time is working on his basic script with Bear and Sugar. So I'll be more stationary here for a minute, and Anthony's going to kind of move around me a little bit, and as he moves around, I'm just working on my scripting while he's working on his scripting. Now what this is going to set up here in a minute, you'll see, now here, see Suna's really reacting a little bit, because Suna has been used to getting power from these, from the 2 other dogs, from both Bear and Sugar, because in the home environment, that's how he kind of relates to them. So here, I'm stopping that scripting. I'm re-scripting this. I'm becoming the pivot point. I'm moving around. See, now he's trying to move around here, and see what I'm doing here is I'm moving him back into beside me and working on my scripting here. So here's the same thing. Now he's going to be a little chaos because he's not liking it. I'm moving around again, re-scripting this, and tap, tap. So here what you're seeing is his head will turn into me slightly. So it's coming through me, I'm communicating, I'm saying, no, I own those other dogs. Even Anthony, okay, because he's doing the same thing that I'm doing. It's the same type of communication that he's doing with Sugar and Bear. And what he's communicating by the scripting exercise is that he is becoming the center point. So he's actually in between both dogs, because we don't want them right now, because even both of them were kind of getting counter off each other together. So right now, we want to kind of, as we're starting this exercise, we want to have Anthony in the middle first while he's working the basic script. So he's fading in at a really good level. He's becoming a really strong pivot point. And then, here, whenever he feels comfortable, he'll bring them alongside each other on the same side. So as he starts to move around me a little bit, he'll do that. And showing, but as that's happening, what you will look for is that, again, he's still in the picture. So here, same thing, Suna, I'm talking, and I'm talking, bring Suna around, tap, tapping. Now you'll see Suna at times, Suna wants to get over there and interact, but not through me, okay, through his own script, as the way it was before, because Suna has gotten a lot of power from that, so that's why he's trying to get over there, trying to meet them. But again, you have to be very careful with this, because this is the thing I tell people about the picture of things, is that Suna can go over and interact and it'll look semi-okay. Okay, you may not have a dog fight, but you're going to have the issue of devaluation. You're going to have that owner is fading up. They're not becoming a strong pivot point, and you're going to have problems, okay, because they're all gaining power from each other. Okay, so this is going to, again, be very careful when you get a picture of things. It may look okay, semi-okay, but it's not helpful. Okay, it's not going to help you. You need to build a bridge the way I'm doing it. And how you can tell is how the dog's mind reacts to reasonable being brought under this script, under what I define as reasonable influence, okay, under leadership, and see how Suna's picking up enough to show that, no, he needs some work. Suna needs work. It's like both the other dogs need a little bit of work too. And so again, this sets up so we can have a really good walk. Okay, so same thing. So now here I'm going to walk, I'm going to be the one moving around. Anthony's just going to stand still. I'm going to move Suna around. I'm going to change position. So I'm moving Suna around here. And that way he can focus really well on keeping the dogs tapping, keeping their heads kind of to the front. And see what I'm doing here. You might saw some other videos, me angling. Okay, so I'm working off a little bit of angle here so I can get a better picture. Sooner trying to turn his head around. I don't want him looking straight on initially. Hold on, I'm going to get, here it's going to get right to the side here. See that? Now I'm getting really closer here. But see what I'm doing here? I'm tapping, communicating, so the head comes into me. Okay, so again, Anthony's doing the same thing on his scripting. So what we're doing is we're helping each other, okay? He's working on 2 dogs, I'm working on 1 dog. And then here, in a little bit, you're going to see me walking the dogs out onto the street, okay? So here, tap, tap, and move around again a little bit. Tap, tap. So you see the same thing here. So this is why you want to work the leash a whole lot. I mean, the leash is very important because we have to do the scripting. We have to connect this way first before we go off leash, because we have to establish this bridge first. So bridge building, establishing the connection. Once we have a good foundation, then we can work on getting the dogs more off leash, okay, knowing that we're still faded in. Okay? But again, we have to put that to the test. That's why if you're seeing dogs, say, in a situation in a dog park, they may all look pretty good at a certain level. You go in here with a leash and you try to bring them under influence and get your dog out. You look at the reaction to that. That dog is really resisting to being brought out of that. That means that they're gaining something from that. Okay, they're gaining power through that. Because if I call a dog, I actually have to call that dog right out. And that dog should come right out of that group. So the same thing. It's a push-pull technique a little bit. So anyway, this is just a little glimpse into the scripting. Here in a few minutes, we're going to be doing a video outside on the street with the dogs as well. So we're just going to work on this a little bit. Great. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video.